Yeah, so I found this noodle recipe. I ain't never made it before, so I figured spaghetti tonight. So we're going to give it a shot. It's 3 ingredients, 2 cups of flour, 3 eggs, half a teaspoon of salt. That's it. So we're going to try it here. Now, since I'm making spaghetti tonight, I'm not going to go as far as going ahead and boiling the noodles to put up for storage or whatever. But I'm just going to, just cook them like they would be if I opened up a box of noodles. So otherwise I might go as far as doing that, but it says mix them together in a bowl till they're combined. Then I got to knead the dough for 10 minutes, and then I'll cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes, and then divide it in half, roll it out, and then use whatever cutter I want to the size. I do have a pasta cutter up there. I like using it. I just don't never get to use it very often, so we're going to get that thing out and use it today too. So let's get started on making these egg noodles. 2 cups of flour. Might have to go get more flour out of my container up there. Two cups of flour, and then 3 eggs. These are fresh eggs because I water glassed them. I am getting eggs now, but I filled the incubator, so most of my eggs went into that. But we're just now getting eggs again. So 3 eggs, and then half a teaspoon of salt. Mix that together till it's combined. Now usually when I do egg noodles, I'll add like boiling water to it, and that'll get it the consistency, which might be the same part as, the parboiling or whatever. I don't know. I ain't never done this before, but I thought, hey, let's try it, see if we like it. So, we'll finish mixing this up, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so these are dry. Man, are these dry. I ain't used to working with this dry of a dough. So I'm struggling here, so I finally just said, you know what, forget this whole fork method, we're going to just do it this way. And so, for the most part, I got it all cleaned up in here. So now it's time I knead it. So I'm supposed to put more flour down. But my gosh. Let me get some more flour down here. And flour your surface, and then put the flour over top. So let me get this dried up and ready. Alright. Just sprinkle some on here. Put my dry dough on top. My gosh. It's a little sticky, I guess. Put some flour on it. Put some flour on your hands so it ain't sticking. And then you just start kneading. 10 minutes is what it says. So anyhow, pull it towards you. And then with your hand, you're going to work it back. And then you're going to do a 90-degree and do it again until it gets all elasticy and workable like. So anyhow, yep, it's going to take me forever. Wow. Okay, well, we'll see if this is a good recipe or not, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm thinking about it here. Definitely dry. We might have flakes of pasta instead of actual spaghetti noodles tonight. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to knead away. Okay, it's been forever. My hands are tired. So anyhow, let me put it here. I guess I'll put it back in the bowl and cover it for 30 minutes. And then we'll get it cut, rolled out and cut. But yeah, there it is. I mean, it's kind of springing back. I don't know. We'll see. Learning experience. I'll give you my honest opinion on it. So here we go. Put it in there. Cover it for 30. Here's the towel. 30 minutes. Come back to it. We'll get it rolled out on the flour surface again, and then we'll get it run through the machine, and we'll be ready to go. So it's been a little bit over a half hour here. I'm fixing to start rolling this here out. We're going to see how it does. Hopefully it's not too dry. I'm a little iffy on it. And I've also changed my mind on how I'm going to prepare it, because, you know, that's what I do 1,000 times over. I'm one of them annoying women. Anyhow, I think I am going to parboil it, and then I'm just going to finish it off in the spaghetti sauce. That way it helps absorb in all that flavor, and see what I think about that. So, with that being said, I'm going to get this rolled out here the best I can, because it is very much elasticy. Ain't got to give to it like if you put water in it. My gosh, this is working me out. Yeah, I'm gonna roll this out till I can't roll no more. As I said, it's been a while since I've used this machine. It's fun, but I don't never hardly make my own pasta. When I do, it's just for chicken and noodles. So, anyhow, I rolled this out as good as I'm rolling it. So I guess we're gonna try to feed it through here, and we'll see if it helps get it going any better. Can y'all see it? Alright, so anyhow, here I go. There we go. Look, this is so fun. I love these things. Making it good and uniform and whacking my stand here. Okay, almost. I'll run it through there a couple times, and that'll get it where we want it. Maybe. Okay, and then I'll cut it through the spaghetti cutter. Oh, look how pretty. Yep, these are fun. Anyhow, with this, it has different cutter settings and everything. I put that as wide as it goes, because that's still a pretty thick noodle. Maybe I'll lessen it. Okay, that's the same strip, and I just made it thinner, and look how much longer that got. Wow. Okay, so next, noodle time. Okay, this one is like your spaghetti noodles, so thin. Maybe I won't parboil them. Shoot, I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go with this here recipe. Okay, so I'm also curious to see how much this is made. I'm gonna get my scale. Okay, I'm just loving this noodle thing. I'm gonna make pasta all the time. It's way funner. Okay, now let's see. Make it a little bit. No, that's a good size for noodles, for pasta. It's for spaghetti. So, anyhow, run that one through again. I told Eva I'd wait, so I gotta wait. Okay, the first clump made almost 4 ounces. So, we're looking at 3/4 to a pound, depending on. So, we'll see when we're all done. Alright, with the noodles here, I'm going to do, I said salt the water, helps keep them from sticking, blah, 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 whatever. Anyhow, got the water salted. I'm going to do the 60-second parboil thing with them, and then I'm going to cook them in the sauce. But I did change my mind, and I cut a thicker, like a linguine type noodle with it. I want chunkier noodles today. So I changed my mind, ran it back through again, no big deal. But I did let them set out for a few minutes getting dry, because these things are so stinking sticky. So I'm going to finish running them through, and when the water gets to boiling, we're going to drop them in and do a 60-second count. And then I'll get them put in with the sauce as I'm making my homemade spaghetti sauce. So for now, one thing at a time. Maybe. These noodles are sticky. Anyhow, take this one here and get it run through. Anyhow, Eva is my machine operator here. Getting those run through. Now, gotta separate them out pretty quick, otherwise they do stick together. Alright. Perfect. I'm getting ready to run another. She's done. She's watching TV. Anyhow, yeah, we'll keep them separated a little bit so they don't stick together. Let them dry for a minute before I throw them in the water. Man, I'm excited about this. Okay, I got my pile of pasta. Try not to get it sticking all together here. Got my water going. I want to see how much I weigh. Don't fall. Oh, this is right at a pound. Oh, look at that. 1 pound even. 2 cups of stuff with the 3 eggs makes 1 pound of noodles. There we go. Spread this back out until my water's boiling now so it don't stick together. And then it says when they get done boiling, drizzle them, rinse them off with cold water and then drizzle them with a little bit of oil so that they don't get sticky again. But we're not there yet. Anyhow, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to add these in here a little bit at a time so they don't stick together because, well, no one likes that. Yep, so you can see they're all whatever in here separating out. And these will be a minute on the timer. And then I'll rinse them out. Alright, they're all in there, so let me set the timer for 1 minute. And get them boiling for 60 seconds. They're definitely some starchy noodles. Yep, definitely starchy. But I'm going to go ahead, pull them out, rinse them off. And then I ain't got olive oil. I looked in the cabinet, didn't see it, don't know. So, next best thing, or better thing, butter. We're going to melt butter over them so they don't stick together. Okay, so anyhow, here we go. Rinse them with cool water. They do look pretty. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put some butter on them, and then I'm going to wait until I get them ready, and I'll throw them in the sauce, and we'll finish cooking them up in there and get them to the perfect texture or whatever I mess up. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, there we go. They ain't sticky yet. So, perfect. Alright, put them back in the pan. Okay, so get the noodles in there. I got this little bit of butter left in this pack. If I can get it out. Not easy to do one-handed. Now, get it all melted around in there so that it keeps them from sticking together. Plus, butter makes everything better. So, here we go. Butter noodles. Next, these will just sit like this, wait and hang out until I get them put into the sauce. Maybe I'll give them a stir every great once in a while just to make sure they ain't sticking together. Otherwise, that was pretty fun to make.